my name is Carol, a transformational speaker, writer, blogger, and movable optimist, serial entrepreneur, and I'm here to help you become the best version of yourself in your personal life as well as your business. Today we are going to talk about organization. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Like I said, my name is Carol, a transformational speaker. Today we're talking organization, getting organized. Getting organized is one of the fundamental issues that you need to put in place in order for you to become, the best version of yourself. Because if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you have to achieve, you're going to be all over the place and you'll be wondering why you're not achieving the things that you want to achieve in life. I'm a very avid person of using journals. I love journals, I love diaries. I have them in all shapes and sizes and colors because, I'm always at the place where, when ideas come to my mind, I want to write them down. When I think of something that I want to achieve, I write it down. And because you are in so many different places at different times, you can't always move, let's say, with, the kind of journal that I have, the kind of diaries that I have. So sometimes just, carry a little pocketbook, or a little notepad so that you can write down the things that, come to your mind. Or maybe, you bump into somebody and you have an appointment, so you can easily, write it down. Or, in most cases like we're doing now, everybody's on their smartphone, on their smart gadgets. So you can easily put into your, your Google calendars or your planners, all those things that you have on your phone. You need to be at a place where you don't really have an excuse to not achieve the things that you want to achieve. Getting organized also starts with you decluttering. Also you being in a place where, your environment, as we always say, depicts, what is going on the inside of your mind, the inside of your body. So you need to be at a place where you sit down and you look at your environment. Where do you spend the most time? Because that is the place where you want to seek clarity, get clarity, and be at a place where ideas can just flow in. You need to ensure that your environment is a place where, you can breathe, you can, get down and just relax and be at a place where, the ideas that you've had throughout the day, or the goals and the plans that you have, whether it's, in a book or on your vision board, or things that you've just been putting on your phone, can actually be in a place where they come into manifestation. So getting organized is not as difficult as people, put it out to be, because people feel like they need to start getting all sorts of organizers, they need to start getting all sorts of, planners and all those things. No, the only thing that you can do is start with yourself. First of all, have a goal or have goals. What are the things that you want to achieve, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, whether it's quarterly or yearly? Put those things down. So after you've put them down, look around in your environment. What is it that you need to clean up? It's small little things like you getting organized with when you wake up in the morning, making your bed, organizing your table, your workstation if you're getting to the office, being at a place where you can plan your meals. These days there's so many things that we can do to get organized in our day-to-day activities. Be at a place where you have a little book or you have a little journal. We've got so many stores where you can buy different sizes, you can buy different colors, whatever it is that gives you motivation, so that you can get writing, because there's power in writing down the things that you want to achieve. If you know that you've got maybe 30 things to achieve in the week, make sure that you break them down to maybe your 5 top priorities, and then you then break those things down to the day. What is it that you can do in the day that you can tick off and applaud yourself and give yourself a pat on the back? So those are the things that you can do. The other thing that you also can do is just be at a place where you take care of yourself, you eat well, you're getting enough rest, because that also affects your productivity. So make sure that you're also at a place where you read, books that inspire you, books that give you motivation. Just pick up any author, any writer that maybe you've heard about. Google, certain influential books or influential people. Start looking at the top books that they read. I always have books that I put out for the year for all of us to read on Transformation TV. So we need to be at a point where you can research, find out why are those books on the list? What is it that they can do for me or for my organization? Because so many times we also look at what so many people are doing, but also look to your passion. Maybe start getting organized with the kind of networking events that you are, putting in your diary. Be at a place where they're motivating you to get organized, get into clubs, get into, associations, sign up for online, products or projects. I've got a lot of mentorship and transformational coaching that I always have every quarter. So look into those, scroll through my pages, in my social media accounts. Start seeing what is it that is on the table that can help me to become a better version of myself. Because if you're not organized, they always say that a man who doesn't plan doesn't know where he's going. So are you planning? Do you know what it is that you want to achieve? Take away the fears, because when you get organized, you take away the limitations, you take away the fears of what it is that you can't achieve. And getting organized is something that is so underestimated, but it sorts out a big chunk, a huge percentage of you achieving your goals. Because remember, at transformation, we are all about achieving our goals. We're all about, getting clarity. We're all about purpose. We're all about being in that space where we are our best. And we're only at our best if we're organized. We're only at our best if we know what it is that we want to achieve. Because you can imagine just getting up in the morning and not knowing what it is that you want to achieve. So do you want that kind of life, and for how long? And remember, if you've also got a family, or you've got people that look up to you, or you've got children, there'll always be, turning out in a certain way and to a certain extent the person that you are, because people are more influenced by our actions. They're more influenced by the way we make them feel. People are more influenced by the kind of emotions that we leave with them. So are you that determined person? Are you that person who's a go-getter? Do you get up in the morning knowing what it is that you want to achieve? Because that is one of the things that organization does. It gives you a little pep in your step. You have your broad shoulders, you have that confidence as you go about your day, as you go about trying to understand what it is that you want to achieve. And it also makes you just a better person in society, because it puts you at a place where you respect other people's achievements, you respect other people's time, you respect other people's accolades, because you've also been on that path. You understand what it takes, and so you are at a place where you're also contributing to society positively. So getting organized also just makes everybody to be in a better, to be in a better position, to be in a better place, and to also just make us better people for our society and our nation. Because remember, when it comes to you transforming, it's not, where you get off the bus and you stop. It's an ongoing process. So you keep moving from point A to point B to point C to point D, all the way to Z. So remember, at the end of the day, with everything that I've said, you can be inspired, you can be motivated, but it's you who has to take the action. So get organized. I really hope that today's episode has helped you. Don't forget to follow me on social media. It's at Mushota TT on Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to share all these social handles, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.